Guys, welcome back to another vlog, and I know it's been a while since my last one. I'm really sorry about that. It's just been absolutely crazy busy, and I guess I've been pushing myself a lot with my podcast, just getting a lot of content out, doing a lot of content on my Instagram, which is over a year old now, and we've reached over 3,000 followers, which is crazy in a year, so thank you for all the support. It is a Sunday morning. It's a rest day. I'm not gonna do much exercise today. I went out last night for my friend Ellen's birthday. Ellen was in my last vlog at the coffee shop, and so we just went out for some drinks, and safe to say, well, I'm not hungover. Like, I didn't drink enough to be hungover at all, but definitely tired, because when you do go out you lose track of time, or you do end up staying up later than you usually do, so my body clock is feeling a little bit fragile, but hopefully I'll get an early night tonight because there's work tomorrow. Tristan is still asleep, so I thought that I would do this intro now and just catch up with you guys quickly before I show you my day. I think today would be a good example of just a normal Sunday in my life. I do go over to my parents' house a lot on Sundays, so I thought I would take you guys along with me. I'll show you some bits and bobs that I adapt to in my everyday life as well with LGMD, and hopefully you guys could relate, or hopefully just learn something about life with limb-girdle muscular dystrophy. It is a Sunday today, which means more often than not, there's a new Unbalanced episode out, and there is one out today. So something I always do as soon as I can is to post an Instagram story to promote the podcast episode. So I'm opening my Instagram stories, and I'll go to favourites because I've saved the template in my favourites. So you've got the logo, you've got the sponsorship by Cure LGMD2I, and then you've got the podcast platforms that it's available, including Radio Platform, which is where I record a lot of my podcasts. So today's episode is with Dom Shaw, who is a disabled racing driver. So I'm going to go to his Instagram, and this may be like a little bit of stalker vibes, but when you're a podcaster, you are a stalker. So I found this great picture of him. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that, and then I'm going to add that to the template so that people can see. Obviously I like this picture because he is holding up an award, he's in a wheelchair, and it's very obvious from like his attire and everything that he is a racing driver. So I've added this picture, and I'm just going to kind of reframe it. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, make sure that it fits. Is that okay, do you think? After that, I'm going to go to my episode in Spotify. I usually link the Spotify episode, but it is available on all podcast platforms. So I'm going to go to the recent episode here, and I'm going to click, and then share, and then copy link. So episode 58, I'm back on here now, and I'm going to just type out the episode. So a new era of racing, featuring Dom Shaw Racing is the name of his Instagram account, if you guys wanted to give him a follow. So here it is, the automatic thing is white, so I'm just going to change it to a colour, oh I like that one, an unbalanced colour, just to keep the brand. So here you've got the text, so I've added the link, and I'm going to customise it with just, you know, watch here, and I'm going to put some racing emojis. So here is the final story. So you've got the picture, you've got the text, and then you've got watch here. You've got the link to click on. So I'll save that picture. So I've got it, save the whole story, and then I'll post it to my story. So hopefully now that I've tagged Dom, he will repost it himself, which will be great for me. and it's just nice to kind of collaborate on those kind of things, just reshare the episode with both our audiences so they both get a chance to listen to it and to know that it's out. I'm going to catch up with you guys in a bit. I'm going to make my coffee after this food because I tend to line my stomach a bit first. I tend to prioritise eating something first and having lots of water before I have my coffee, just because coffee on an empty stomach isn't always the best thing. Taste test. Perfect. I didn't bother frothing the milk today, I just really couldn't be bothered, but I have added some caramel syrup and some D-ribose, which is some white powder that looks a little bit suspicious, but I promise you it's not. It's just something that's supposed to help people with LGMD just to maintain a bit of energy and give us a little boost. I've talked about it in my Favourite Things podcast episode if you want to check that out. I need a coffee every day. I mean, I don't mean to sound like that kind of person, but I really, really do. Also, how cute is this mug? My hair is like this because you guys already know it's heatless curls. So I have put them in my dressing gown belt, like, you know, the robe, like the little belt, because I find that it's small enough so that the curls can get a bit tighter, because with heatless curls, the curls don't really stick all day, they kind of fall throughout the day, so I'm sure by the end of the day my curls won't be there really. I'm trying to romanticise my morning and sip my coffee and look out at the what's supposed to be a really sunny day, but it's really cloudy. So we'll see if it brightens up. It's supposed to be really warm and really sunny today, because I'm pretty sure my parents will have the idea of doing today's food outside and eating outside in the garden, because yeah, it's supposed to be nice, but we'll see. Anyway, tonight I'm hosting a little Zoom meeting because a couple weeks ago, actually it's like a month ago almost, I just randomly decided to make a group chat with people with LGMD, because I realised that I knew a lot of people with LGMD by now, you know, through the online community, but they don't know each other, and I was like, why gatekeep these people from each other? Like, I want everyone to be able to chat and to get to know each other and to share, you know, questions, dilemmas, answers, advice. So yeah, I made this group chat and there's over 100 people in the group chat now, and it's so nice, you know, everyone has a chance to just connect with each other. So I have decided to host a little Zoom so that we can chat just a bit more face to face than just on the group chat. It's so nice, like one of my favourite things is just getting to know people and meeting new people, so I'm excited to chat with some fellow LGMDers. We have to leave here about 1:15, so I've still got some time actually, so I think I'm gonna go and edit, because today's episode is out, but there's actually going to be another episode out next week, because today's episode was like a bonus in between the bi-weekly episodes. So next episode is something I need to just quickly check. My editor has been working on it and I just need to do some final checks and final cuts before I schedule it. So I'm gonna get some of that done now just to get it out the way, because this vlog will need to be edited and I need to schedule a couple more episodes before I go to Florida very soon, which of course, don't worry, I will be vlogging. A little bit of coffee left and you might think like, Keris, it's literally been an hour. I like to just really take it slow with my coffee, and also because it's coffee and D-ribose, which can upset your stomach if you know, digest it without any food or like too quickly or whatever. I'm just being very wary about that, and I also don't mind when my coffee gets like a bit cold. I do drink iced lattes, I drink a lot of iced coffee, so for me it's like doesn't really make a difference. But I've just got the last few drags left and I'm gonna crack on with some editing before I have to get ready. Okay, moment of truth, or the big reveal of my heatless curls. I'm probably gonna put them in again tonight so I can show you how I do them if you're interested. So I'm gonna use the viewfinder here as a mirror. Sometimes they can get a bit like, oh no. Oh, there we go. You can get a bit caught sometimes, but just gotta carefully kind of comb them out with my fingers. Ooh, they're looking cute. And then look at that. Wow, they worked really well considering I did these last night after coming back from a night out and I was absolutely exhausted. But wow, guys, this is amazing. The curls on that is absolutely not gonna stay all day, but you guys saw it first. You guys are witnessing how good these heatless curls can actually be, and now hopefully you can understand why I wear them so often and why I wore them basically all morning just for this. Maybe I'll do my makeup here because usually I'm stood up there, as you guys saw from my last vlog, and it's quite tiring to be stood up doing my makeup, to be honest, and the lighting isn't that good. Like, this is the light, this is the window, and there may be people walking past now staring at me doing this, but I might just sit down and bring my makeup here to do my makeup so that I can chat with you guys at the same time. Okay, I'm not gonna do too much makeup today because I kind of want to give my skin a bit of a break from the foundation and everything from yesterday. And also, it's my family, it's not like they don't know what I look like. This is the annoying thing now, I'm gonna have to keep struggling to get up to get things. Oh, I do love doing my makeup, but I have found that quite recently I struggle a bit more with doing my makeup just because obviously LGMD affects our arms as well, so it is a bit more of a struggle. And with my hair and stuff, like tying my hair up, I do find that it can tie my arms up really quickly, so I either have to give up or like lean on something. So recently, actually an LGMD girly that I met quite a while ago now, and we've become really close online, suggested like leaning your elbows on like your dresser or something whilst doing your hair or makeup, just to kind of give yourself that extra bit of support, which I think is a really good idea. So I started to do that. Maybe I could do like a whole like get ready with me, just sat here chatting. So if you guys have anything you would want me to talk about outside of my podcast, please let me know. I have a few ideas up my sleeve for more like vlog ideas and stuff. Obviously Florida is coming up for the LGMD conference, which I'm very, very excited for. I'll be leading the youth session and talking about adaptive driving, which I will actually show you because I'll be driving over to my parents' house in a bit, so I can show you how I drive with my hands. I don't use my feet at all, which is so cool because that means I can just wear any shoes I want. Like, I can wear flip-flops, I can wear heels. Not that I ever wear heels, because having heels and a disability does not match. Unless you're in a wheelchair, actually. I guess, like, I could wear any shoe I wanted to if I was in a wheelchair, because I wouldn't have to walk. I could wear stilettos, sat in a wheelchair all evening. I actually love that idea. We need to have a lot of energy to go to my parents' house. I think it's a lot for Tristan to adjust to because he doesn't have any sisters. So going to a madhouse of 3 sisters that are all very, very chatty. My mum is extremely chatty, and because we live apart now, we find that our Sunday dinners are usually just like massive catch-up sessions. Like, we update each other on absolutely everything that's been going on. My mum is amazing. She does so much admin for just the 3 of us in general with our different you know, needs because of our disabilities. She's always busy, and I think that's kind of where I get it from, because I'm constantly finding myself wanting to do things. I'm constantly, you know, looking for something to do. There's always something to do, and that's actually something my mum's mum, always says, you know, there's always something to do. Very rarely do I sit down and just do nothing. But I often find that when I do, I absolutely crash. I completely burn out because I've actually stopped. Like, I'm not constantly rushing around, I'm not doing something. So when I actually do just sit down and do nothing, my energy just completely goes, because I've realised, oh, actually I don't have any energy left. Mascara is where I have to lock in. I'm not talking. The difference. Mascara, no mascara. I'm not perfecting my makeup so much, but as soon as I stop my makeup and I get out for the day, I literally don't care what I look like, and I never really look in the mirror. Okay, let's get up. I didn't really have much energy this morning, but that coffee and D-Ribose has really woken me up. Actually, I've just remembered I haven't taken my vitamins, which I probably should. Finishing touches. I think I'm going to go for my favourite perfume, which is the Viktor & Rolf perfume. This is a lip plumper, the Fenty lip plumper. So in a couple minutes, oh my goodness, I can't speak. In a couple minutes, my lips are going to get so red. With going to my parents, I have to make sure that I always go to the loo just before going, because they don't have a toilet at theirs. Well, they do. Obviously they do. They don't have a downstairs toilet, so I'd rather go now, and then hopefully I'll be able to last until I come back, but if not, I might have to either brave the stairs or get Tristan to carry me up. My lips are starting to burn, so I can feel the plumping coming along. I'm going to put a laundry on, so I'll show you how I do that, because we all have our ways, and bending down is a real struggle for me. So usually Tristan would take over putting the washing on, because he wouldn't want me to struggle, but he's in the shower, and it'll be good to show you guys how I do my laundry, I guess. Feeling a little bit shaky now, because obviously when you bend down, it's on now, when you bend down it's like a lot of effort, and I tend to lean side to side, like I said in the last vlog, and leaning on a counter or something is necessary to be able to push myself back up. But I do think about, if I lose mobility in my arms, I don't know what I'll do, so that's the way I do it at the moment. And here's Tristan. Hello. This is actually probably your first time on a camera, but also introduced to my content world, because we haven't done an episode together yet.
All 3 viewers.
Yeah, 3 viewers. He will constantly make fun of me, but yeah, that's just our relationship. But we're gonna go to my parents' house now. Hey King. Hey Taffy. How you doing? You may remember Taffy from my podcast episode with my parents. Hey! Hey!
This way.
Boy, girl. The other...
Yeah.
Not quite.
Don't get me in it.
Yeah, you're the birthday boy.
You're the birthday boy. Smile.
The ice cream's melting, meanwhile.
Actually, Dad wants his wine back, so there you go. Thanks for letting me use that for the aesthetic.
Oh, you
We've
must,
got more fruit.
you must include our homegrown
The strawberries
fruit.
and raspberries
Oh,
are from their garden. And I could use them as building bricks for the kids.
Bye, Taffy. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, sorry.
Right, we're checking in. It is now 6 p.m. I can't believe that. Time absolutely flies when we go over to my parents, honestly. Every time I go over there, like I said, it's like a huge catch up. And there were 8 of us there and it was quite chaotic. Mostly, like I said, me and my sisters just all talking over each other. Tristan will absolutely like agree with this and he hates this as well. But when we say like, okay, we're ready to leave, we're gonna go now, we never leave there and then. It's always like, oh, did you hear about this? Or like, oh, I forgot to tell you this. And then we don't end up leaving for another hour at least. So that is, that's kind of postponed our coming back. But, you know, there's no rush. That's just kind of how the day went. I'm parked back at home, but I thought I would show you a bit of my car because I drive with my hands. So I have a car with Motability and it's a scheme that helps people with different disabilities be able to drive just not the normal way. So this is an automatic car. I passed my test on a manual and I drove a manual car for a while, but then the doctors realised that I was using my hands to pick up my legs because my legs got too weak to kind of go on the pedals themselves, which is obviously very dangerous when it comes to emergencies. So I had to stop driving for a while and then we heard of Motability and I just got PIP as well, which is the UK like disability allowance. So if you get PIP, that means you could potentially lease a Motability car. If you want more details, I would check out their website. Like, this is just my own experiences. This isn't professional advice. Since getting this car and since being able to drive my own way with my hands and not have to use my legs, I've had my independence back. It's been absolutely amazing. So here are the hand controls. So here on the left side, we've got a ball, a steering ball we call it, which obviously means I can drive the whole way around the car and not have to let go at all. Obviously the indicator is on this side, so sometimes I kind of let go to flick the indicator, but if not, I go over to this side and I use this lever. So I drive it like this. This is to accelerate, so the gas in American, and then I push it to brake, and when I do that motion, it connects to the brakes, the brake pedal in the bottom, and it pushes the pedal for me. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, your hands are doing different things at the same time, which took some practice. I had to have assessments, I had to have lessons, but it's honestly like second nature now. And there is a little indicator switch here. So I flick it each way. I can reach it from my accelerator brake kind of lever, so you know, if my hand is like locked in here and I'm doing a roundabout or something, I can't necessarily use this indicator. So that's how my adapted car works. I mentioned this in my favourites podcast episode, but to get out of the car I have to lift my legs over, and I've just bought this new handle on Amazon that you can lock into this bit here, and it's quite sturdy and it helps me lift out of the car like so. So that's very handy. We've got approximately an hour and a half until the Zoom meeting, so I'm going to quickly make some crackers and cheese to keep me going. These are the crackers that I'm using. My friend actually bought these for me. They're really good. Just some ham and cheese, nothing crazy, but enough to keep me going. And whilst I've got everything out, I'm going to be making my sandwiches for work tomorrow and potentially Tuesday if there's enough left. So a bit of meal prep as well whilst we've got everything out.
Driver, of course, and qualified.
The driver coaching from Will Joseph last time around, with taking that title run to the apex. They are happy to let this racing play out despite the crash that happened.
The code is 20.3, so we're happy to pit.
I have officially made the meeting. I've set it all up, I've sent the link. So we just have an hour to wait now. I've done my lunch prep for tomorrow and some overnight oats for breakfast tomorrow as well. Chomping on some nectarine just while I'm waiting. Perfect. The laundry is all set up behind me. Tristan did most of it, but I did help. Yeah, my feet were getting a bit tired from standing up and making my sandwiches and eating my crackers, so I'm excited to sit down for hopefully the rest of the evening. Yeah, it's just been so warm all day, like just really humid, which you don't get very often in this country, but it has been nice, but at points you're kind of like, okay, I need something, because one thing the UK hasn't mastered is air cons, and we have nothing. We literally just have to fend for ourselves and buy some little fans from Amazon or open up all the windows, but sometimes it's warmer outside. I have also scheduled my episode that went out today for YouTube tomorrow, because I tend to release them on Mondays to give the episode a chance to be listened to on podcast platforms on Sunday before. But yeah, if you guys want an insight into how I edit and schedule and record and everything with the episodes, just let me know if it's something you're interested in. I'm probably just gonna finish off my nectarine and do a little bit more editing before my meeting, as in the meeting, the LGMD meeting at 8. If you guys are wondering what's going on, it's still light outside, but we finally got blackout curtains. These old curtains that are now being taken down were there when we moved into the flat, but they were not blackout at all, and the sun shines in first thing in the morning, and when it's summer and the sun is shining through at 5 a.m, it was really bugging me. So I'm so excited that these finally work and they're finally up. Thank you, Tristan, for sorting that whilst I was on the Zoom. I'm so excited to be finally being able to sleep at night and not be woken up by the light at 5 a.m. thinking that it's time to start my day, but it's actually like in the middle of the night. And you know me, I'm not an early riser, like I need my sleep. But I finished the Zoom, it went really well. Everyone was so lovely, and it was just so nice to be able to chat to people and get to know other people with LGMD, and they were from different parts of the world, so it was interesting to hear like points of view from the US and from Europe. And obviously me and my sister, we shared a lot of experiences living in Wales, and yeah, it was just such a nice time, and I'm definitely going to be doing some more soon, hopefully. But it was so nice. My cup is so full now, and it's 9:30, and I think I'm just going to wind down for the evening. I've done my lunch prep, trying to think what else I need to do. But I'm going to really try and get an early-ish night tonight, because I've been so bad recently with, I've just been going to bed so late. So hopefully now I'll be tired enough to go to sleep at a reasonable time tonight, ready for work tomorrow. The last thing you want to do when you're really tired and when you think you're ready for bed is washing up. But here we are. I know I told you guys that I was going to show you how I do my heatless curls, but unfortunately I haven't really got anywhere to put you down to do it properly and for me to sit down and do it level with you. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to do it another time, but I'll probably end up doing it on Instagram, so make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Unbalanced Podcast. I do a lot of mini vlogs and stuff over there as well. I think today was a really good day. It was a good balance. I didn't work myself too hard. I barely walked actually today, which is quite nice because yesterday was a bit more full on, so it was nice to have a relaxing day. And I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me. I can't wait for the next vlog to be in Florida. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's a bit weird finishing the vlog in my bathroom, but I am gonna get ready for bed and go straight to bed now. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did make it to the end, I love you all so much. Don't forget to subscribe and to check out my podcast Unbalanced if you haven't already. And I will speak to you guys very soon, because if I carry on right now, I'm not gonna make any sense. I'm so tired. Bye.